All right, everybody, it is October 14th, and I'm giving you the Spring Hill Lowdown. And I've decided to create videos once or twice a month to give you updates and to try to keep you up to speed on things that are going on, recognize employees when they do good things, and just generally talk about sometimes mission, talk about the core values, talk about kind of where we're headed. And so thought this would be a great avenue to be able to share that information with you. It's kind of different than me just cranking out an email and sending it to you. It makes it a little bit more personal, hopefully. So some of you will probably like it. Some of you would probably wish I just sent you an email, but that's okay. We'll see how this goes, and hopefully you know that I am trying to keep you in the know. And so here we go with the Spring Hill Lowdown. All right, first off, I want to say thank you to everyone who participated, which means all of you, in the fall festival. I thought it was really smooth. We didn't have any huge traffic issues. We didn't have any serious traffic crashes. The parade went very well. All the events surrounding the fall festival that make it fun for the community went really well. We only had minor problems. So I think that's a big part of the planning and a big result of everything that you guys do during that event to make it fun and safe for everybody. So thank you to everybody, because I know it takes sacrifice. It's the one time a year where we're all together, we're all working at once and filling assignments. So thank you for all that you did on that event to make it work. Also, I want to thank Sergeant Gutierrez and Officer Taylor Hunter for helping with Faith and Blue. And so we had a great turnout at Faith and Blue. We worked with Become Church and LifeSpring Church, and we were able to participate in the food pantry and the handing out and distribution of food. We made a lot of great contacts. It was great community engagement, and we got a lot of good feedback from the community about it. So thank you to those who participated in that. And then I also wanted to remind some people of some upcoming events that we have that are super important, and we will be participating in as far as Spooktacular on 10/24, and then also Trunk or Treat at Spring Hill Elementary on Saturday the 25th, and then we also have the Drug Take Back event on the 25th. So I want to thank Jody for volunteering for the Drug Take Back and for manning that on that Saturday. And then I also want to thank Maddie and anyone helping with the Trunk or Treat event. We're trying to do the Lorax as a theme for our trunk, and I'm only bummed out because I'm not going to be there because I'll be out of town, and wish I could participate in this event because it looks like it's going to be a fun one. But hopefully we're partnering with City Hall, and they're really engaged in this, so I think it's going to be a fun event for the PD and the city to team up together and hand out candy to the kids. And then also Spooktacular is always, from what I hear, a fun event. Again, I'd definitely go to this one, but unfortunately I'll be out of town that weekend, so you guys will have to hold down the fort for us while I'm out of town with my wife. We're going to be attending a conference in Denver for the International Association of Chiefs of Police next week, and then also I'm going to be going up to see my son Silas and his family up in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, for a few days while we have the chance before the snow hits the mountains. So Captain Khan will be holding down the fort next week while I'm out of town and going to training and visiting family. Okay, a couple of other recognitions. I want to thank Schaefer and Johnson the other night on our barricaded subject call. good decision making to get the CERT team out, and ended up ending without any tragedies occurring, and so I think that's a big thing. So thank you for you guys for handling that call well, and working with the county and our partners to bring a peaceful resolution about, and that's what it's all about. I also want to thank Lance and Loki for their recertification. So Lance was at recertification last week to get Loki certified for all of his specialties, and I am happy to report that passed with flying colors. So thanks to Lance. That's hard work, takes a lot of effort to get certified, and anyway, I appreciate the hard work that goes into that, and I want to thank you for making that happen. So good job, Lance. And then obviously, as we end October, we've got night range, both today as I make this video and on the 28th. So we've got some range training coming up, so that's going to be fun. And then I think as we get through October, then it'll be time to hit the Blue Elves. So we'll be doing that here coming up, and we'll do that real soon. Okay, let's talk about real quickly some items of note that are in the works. First off, we're hiring 2 police officers, and we're going to start that process beginning next week. We're going to have the job posting out on Friday the 17th. So if you have friends in law enforcement, anybody you know that would be a good fit, who might be a lateral transfer, or even if you know somebody that doesn't have experience but would do a good job and would fit in well with our team, start recruiting those folks and have them apply. Try to talk them into joining our team. And there's a lot of fun that we have here, and you guys told me all the things that you love about why you work here. So promote it. You guys are the best recruiters, and hopefully by the first of the year we'll have 2 people identified that we can offer positions to. The next academy will start in February, and that's our goal, is to either have those 2 people starting the academy in February, or to have somebody laterally starting our in-house training, FTO training, in January to get them up to speed. Okay, talked to Officer Gant just last night. First week of academy went really well for him, he said. He said he's learning a lot, I'm sure. But guys, if you don't mind, keep in touch with Gant. Check in on him every once in a while, make sure he's doing well, see if he needs anything. Again, that's a team effort. It's hard when somebody's away from the department for 12, 16 weeks. Sometimes they can feel like they're disconnected from things. So reach out, touch base with them whenever you think about it throughout the next 15 weeks, so that we can make sure that he knows that we haven't forgot about him, and we're looking forward to him getting back from the academy. Okay, working on the ballistic vest project. So as you know, we've been looking at Tier Tactical. That is who we've settled on. We settled on for a number of reasons. One, we're looking at their vest carriers are interlaced with Kevlar, which means they'll last longer and they'll hold up better to the rigors of what we do. Second is their plates last for 6 years instead of 5. Their rifle plates that we're going to go to are a little bit longer before they expire. So we feel like the comfort, the durability, the added protection, again, the Tier Tactical come with the ballistic cummerbund, so automatically have ballistic protection on the sides. Also, they're the lock mollies, so they're not velcroed. They also have the opportunity for us to expand if we go to a tactical police officer type program, where we can switch out gear when we need to. So there's a lot of things that we can do with these. Also, they're a little bit better when it comes to if we have an officer leave, we don't necessarily have to buy a new vest for the new officer. These vests will adjust and can be more flexible in fitting, a majority of officers, and that'll be beneficial for us in the long run. So I think you're going to like, we had several people try them on and wear them. They're going to be, the cut of them is going to allow more movement for you. It's going to allow you to be more comfortable. I think there's some, obviously, wicking technology to keep you cooler. So I think all around it's going to be a better vest. And then we go to the council on the 13th to discuss the item and hopefully get approval to purchase everybody a new vest, so that everybody's wearing the same vest, wearing the same equipment, and with the same protection. So keep your fingers crossed, and I think that's something that we'll be able to get approved and we'll push forward with, and we'll have those hopefully ordered, having them ordered in December. Next thing is Axon Technologies. As you know, right now we have Axon body camera, in-car camera, and tasers. We are looking to expand a little bit into Axon. We're looking to do a 10-year contract with Axon to where we will save a lot of money for the city by entering into that. Plus, we will get our equipment refreshed on a regular basis so that we have the most current technology, and also it will ensure that our technology continues to work when we need it to work, whether that be taser, whether that be the body cameras, or whether that be the in-car cameras. So anyway, we're wanting to make sure that we have this technology secured for the next 10 years. In addition, we'll have the VR headset that we'll get. That'll be a training opportunity where when we have downtime, you can come in, do the VR headset, train on decision making, scenario based stuff, or just working through just decision making processes when it comes to use of force. So I think that's going to be a really good added benefit to us. It'll also be cool to take on with the community engagement stuff, and when we have like maybe a Citizens Academy, we can show people, kind of what kind of decisions we have to make. So I think it's going to be a cool dual purpose tool. And then the next thing is the translation part of things, where your body camera will translate different languages. So there's a lot of technology wrapped in this package that we're trying to get, and that again is going to go hopefully to council November 13th, and we'll talk about hopefully trying to secure a contract with Axon long term. Next thing I want to talk about is golf carts and UTVs. So the ordinances have been written and updated. They're with the city attorney right now, who's reviewing them. But basically what you can plan on probably occurring is that the speed limits will change on Victory from 225th Street north to Webster, and that'll go from 35 to 30. And then on Webster from Victory to North Street, that will change from 35 to 30. This may be a big change for the community, but it will allow golf carts in the downtown, in the south part of Spring Hill, to get to City Park, to get to the Aquatic Center, to get to the main downtown near our police station here, which is what the council has been hearing. And then also UTVs kind of will allow the north part of Spring Hill to get to those same areas, because they cannot navigate some of the roads on a golf course due to speed, due to the state statute and other things. So the one thing about golf carts and UTVs is you won't be able to cross 169 highway on one. That will be illegal. And so stay tuned for that. There'll be more information to come. This will be on the November 13th agenda also for council to consider. Again, it's not finalized yet. They still have to vote and to make sure that this is what they want to do when it comes to the ordinances on UTVs and golf carts. But I think it's a pretty good bet that these changes will occur. So just something for you to have a heads up on and be aware of. And we'll be doing some educational things for the community if and when these are approved. Okay, some other things that are going on real quickly so I don't just ramble on is, we're still working on CLEAP. We're still working towards the CERT K9, and we're still working on peer support. I apologize that these things are taking a little bit longer than I expected, but I have prioritized a few other things ahead of these that I feel are more important to the department and to you, and I hope that you understand that I'm trying to work towards the important things that you all feel you need, and that unfortunately sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get through them, but I'm working towards them because I'm trying to keep you up to date and informed on where these projects are at. Okay, that's the end of this video. I hope again that you found this informative, and again, I'll try to do these maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, depending on the amount of information. I don't want these videos to be always 15 to 20 minutes long, but sometimes there's a lot going on that I need to share with you, and it's important for me to get this stuff out to you. Okay, remember, our mission as we end the video is to serve with integrity, to protect the most vulnerable, and to make Spring Hill a great place to live. And so continue to do those things like you have been already. Remember to work with purpose, to make a positive impact, show people that you care through grace, and then have fun out there with your job. Have fun doing your job. It's important. And the last thing is, I'm thinking of a slogan, as many police departments do, to put on their vehicles. A lot of them say, Spring Hill Police, protect and serve, or something to that effect. And I'm thinking of adding to our logos this phrase: service through integrity, purpose, and care. So think about that. If you have any thoughts, share them with your sergeants, share them with the captain, or even come in and see me. But think about that a minute, because that's really what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to serve with integrity, with purpose, and with care for people. And I think that really sums up a lot of what we do, as I've thought about it, as I've sat back and been with you on community engagement opportunities, been with you on how you guys treat people and how you serve people. And obviously in our mission, the first thing that we talk about is integrity. And it's important for us to demonstrate integrity as we represent the profession of law enforcement. So I think that's a great slogan to put on the car: serving with integrity, purpose, and care. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video and you've got a lot of information from it. If you have any questions, seek me out, seek out the captain, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.